The diary wrote back when I opened it. I found it in the attic of the old house my grandmother left me. A leather-bound book, covered in dust, edges worn like it had been handled 1,000 times. There was no title, no name, just a clasp that snapped open the moment I touched it. Inside, the first page was blank, the second too. But on the third page, a single sentence appeared in delicate black ink. "It's been a long time since someone found me." I laughed nervously. Maybe it was one of those novelty heat-reactive notebooks. I ran my fingers across the paper, but the words didn't fade. In fact, new ones began to appear, slowly, like invisible ink revealing itself. "What's your name?" I stared. My pulse quickened. I grabbed a pen from a nearby box and, half joking, half terrified, wrote, "Eleanor." The ink sank into the page. For a second, nothing happened. Then, beneath my words, neat handwriting appeared again. "Hello, Eleanor. I've been waiting." My breath caught. I flipped through the rest of the pages. They were all empty. I looked back, and another line had appeared. "Do you remember me?" I frowned. "No. Should I?" "You used to write here every night." That made no sense. I'd never seen this diary before. I was sure of it. I replied, "I think you have the wrong person." After a moment, the ink reformed. "No, I never forget my writers." I felt a chill run down my spine. Maybe it was a prank. Maybe some kind of electronic trick, like a hidden e-ink screen. But the paper felt real. Old. Fragile. I tried closing the book, but it resisted. The pages fluttered, turning themselves to the center. Then a new paragraph appeared, this time written in a messy scrawl. "Don't leave me again." My hands trembled. I snapped it shut, shoved it into a box, and locked the attic door. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing faint scratching sounds above my room, like pen strokes on paper. Around midnight, I finally went back upstairs. The attic light flickered when I switched it on. The diary lay on the floor, open. On the page, my name was written over and over. Eleanor. 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 Then beneath all that, one new sentence. "You used to tell me your secrets. Shall I remind you of one?" I didn't move. The words shifted as I stared, forming a new paragraph. "You were 10 when it happened. The well behind the house. The girl who never came out." I dropped the diary. My hands went cold. I remembered the well. I remembered my friend Lily, who fell in one summer. They said it was an accident. I was the only one with her. Another line appeared. "You promised to tell the truth." I stepped back, shaking my head. "This isn't real," I whispered. The final line wrote itself slowly, like it wanted me to read every letter. "Then why did you bury me with her?" I haven't gone back to the attic since. But every night, I hear it again, the faint sound of pages turning, waiting for me to answer.